Hello, hello, and welcome back. Wow! Wow. Unbelievable. So, I will wait, hopefully, for y'all to get the message that I am live again. Continued. So that I can answer Samira and Rita's questions. That was so crazy. My God. That was so crazy. I'm gonna give y'all a minute. To the real, get your soulmate and dump the rest. Thank you. Thank you for loving me and supporting me and to continue making sure that shit never happens again. Thank you. You see anybody copying someone else's name and someone says some shit, you block that motherfucker real quick. Oh my God. No, my son knows to take the bus home, so that's fine. He'll catch the bus. So, Samira, Rita, if you pop in, I will answer your questions. I'll probably respectfully give you a minute to come in on your own, and then I will answer your questions anyway. Okay. Samira's first, and then Rita's. Okay. That was fucking something else. Can't believe how the fuck that live just ended. That was unreal. So unnecessary. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna smudge and put out a fucking prayer for that person because they really do need a life. They need a soul path and passion and purpose. For real, for real. They need prayers. Get my sage. We're saging after that. God bless you, you asshole. God bless you. Okay. Now y'all know why I pulled it away from my tapestry. If I got a burn hole in it, I'd be pissed. Feces face. This smudge is for you. Your soul needs it. All right. Feels better. Oh, man. Okay. So who is here with me right now? Samira or Rita? If you are here, please let me know in the comments. I'll do your reading. I apologize for that distraction. Okay. Rita's back. Awesome. Yeah, right? For real. For the wolf in sheep's clothing. True. Yeah, you're white saging too. Yeah. That shit was fucking nuts. All right. So Rita, you're here. I'm going to answer your questions. Samira, if Samira pops in, I'll answer their question. All right. Okay. So Rita, what does Spirit have for you? The Shaman's Dream Oracle. Mind you, this deck is a little no filter. The messages are short and sweet and to the point and sometimes very direct. So we'll see what comes out. What does Spirit have for Rita? What does Spirit have for Rita? That it would guide me to this deck and my Crystal Mandala Oracle. Interesting. We're going to do that one too. What does Spirit have for Rita? Fool's Embrace, the Cosmic Womb, and Straddling Worlds. Fool's Embrace is about transmuting pain. Thank you, Elisa, who gifted me this deck. The Cosmic Womb, Divine Feminine Energy. And Straddling Worlds, Wandering Between Realms. All right. So Rita. Transmuting pain, allowing life to love you. The experience of both / and. Okay. It says, matter of fact, you may be able to screenshot this if it's clear enough. So you can go back and read it again if you want to. It says, the pain of life is sometimes unbearable. When we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven through our continuity of existence. We're kept hostage by the way we identify with the pain and what we make it mean. If we let it, it becomes etched into us like a tattoo. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. Befriend it rather than resisting it, running from it, or judging it as bad or unfair or hostile. Can you see the gift that is here? Surrender to the fool's embrace, allowing the truth to envelop you in love and compassion. What if you could learn something amazing from this? What is truly yours will not pass you by. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. If you could come to terms with the liberation and freedom inherent in loss, your broken heart might open you up to a greater sense of humanity and compassion. As in the narrative of the Tarot, the Fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure and at the end when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along the journey. He will never let you down or lie to you. He will, however, teach you how to revel in both the beauty and desperation of life. Both and. 11:11 was on the clock. This and that will always be true. Remember, the pearl can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your quote-unquote pearl is discovered in radical acceptance that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today as you feel the fool's embrace. Transmuting pain, right? It's kind of like the story that I was talking about in the last part of the live, right? Part 1. When I was talking about my experience with who I believed my divine counterpart to be, and I was like, you know, in this mode of anger and hurt, you know, blaming and feeling like the victim myself until I stopped and owned my part in it, whether I knew or not at the time, right? And finding gratitude for it. The loss is not what was meant to be focused on, but the gain. And the gain was the acknowledgement of the self, the improvement of the self, the elevation of the self, the awareness of the self, right? Nothing is ever lost that is meant for us. What is lost makes room for better. What I lost was my old victim mentality, not my counterpart. What I lost was my old victim mentality. What I gained was my self-approving, self-owning, self-acknowledged version. I lost the old me and gained the new one. It's not as painful when you focus on what is to be gained, right? Yeah. So the cosmic womb, the divine feminine, talking about receiving now, right? Because that was the experience we received before. So now we're getting into understanding the divine feminine. Creativity. The cosmic womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued with love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you've had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore the expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment, including of the self, as your curiosity is piqued. You're in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen, with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all of the divine helpers in the unseen realms. You know, when we take ownership of our own energy and it elevates and becomes higher, right? It feels better. It's not as heavy. It's not as sad. It's not as low. When we allow ourselves to rise in our own energy, we improve our creative force as the divine feminine. What we receive as the divine feminine is via the energetic vibration we put out. So if we're in a vibration of shadow, we're going to receive shadow energies. We're going to be confronted with our demons. But if we self-own and confront the demon of our own accord and defeat the demon to where we become lighter, and it doesn't feel so heavy, we become lighter, then we receive a lighter reality. We create better with our energy. This is what the divine feminine is about, understanding. Knowing that who you are is not who you are anymore. It's definitely about who you're becoming, and what who you're becoming manifests. Your love incarnate. And it starts with that love of yourself to reflect inside yourself. You know, the yin energy is like peering into a seeing bowl, right? The water inside the bowl, and reflecting on the self. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, don't judge yourself from your past. Like, yeah, you took certain actions and felt certain ways and said certain things because you were in a certain vibration, and the reflection of your old self is to understand where that vibration came from so that you can improve upon it, right? It's like if everybody just did wonderful on their first attempt at whatever, they would never learn how to improve. Failure only means there's room for improvement. So whenever things are lost, whenever things versions, and we are willing to recognize it, then we are also recognizing the room for improvement. And that's the focus on the gain. And it will inspire you. Like, once you feel so much lighter for reflecting on a past version of yourself that you improved upon by finding gratitude in the lessons of it all, like, you will be super excited to reflect on every fucking experience you had that was once painful, because all of a sudden you're seeing it with new eyes and you're lifting your energy. Every time you go back and say, wow, I could have done this better. Wow, I could have done that better. Wow, I could have communicated this better. Wow, I could have communicated that better. Wow, this is how my body language changed, or my behavior changed, and they did take it this way because I'm putting myself in their shoes. And it's like, wow, I could see myself from someone else's eyes. Okay, I can totally improve on that. And all of a sudden you're like fucking flying, you know what I mean, in your energy. And when you can self-approve with where you are now because you know where you were that was not acceptable, that you literally approve of who you are now because you've reflected on it, you fly. Your manifestation flies. Spirit works super fucking fast. You'd be surprised how fucking fast spirit works. You'd be surprised. You would be fucking surprised. And we're flying on cloud 9 with our own energy and loving who we are today because we understand who we were yesterday. It's a fucking great feeling. So straddling worlds. Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? It's easier. It's like practicing, and practicing makes perfect. Eventually it gets so fucking easy. Like now I'm like, okay, I'm just going to reflect in the mirror. What do I dislike about them? Okay. How do I dislike that about myself? Wow, they're so fucking arrogant. Okay. How am I fucking arrogant to think that I know this person better than I do? Am I arrogant to think that they'll heal with my fucking love and help? And that I'm the only way that they could fucking heal? That I'm insulted and hurt because they're not fucking healing the way I think they can with my fucking whatever? Arrogance, right? Like the divine mirror of things, it gets real fucking easy. You know what I mean? It gets real easy. Anything you would say about somebody else, all you have to do is like, okay, so how am I that? So how am I that? For real. All right, straddling worlds. Being comfortable in 2 states. Better and better every fucking day. Spirit's mirror is fucking awesome. Wandering between realms, reinvention. When the straddling worlds card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with 1 foot in your old world and 1 foot in the new. There is no going back to the way things once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories. We not just fucking say this. Along with awe as you glimpse into the astonishing and exciting future. Do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life completely. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into someone original. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling worlds invite you to become a true wizard. Not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and invisible worlds, between the realm of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. You know, when it talks about the realms of the form and the formless, the visible and the invisible. Like, we could see everything here. You guys can see my whiteboard. You guys can see all my tapestries. You can see my bed, my laptop. You can see me. You know what I mean? Like, it's the world of forms, but the formless is the emotions. The formless is the thoughts. The formless is all of the stuff that goes on that's not visible. And it's learning how to master the seen world with the invisible world. Allowing yourself to reflect and understand and improve, reflect and understand and improve, reflect and understand and improve, and not necessarily shout it from the rooftops, hey, I'm improving, but allowing yourself to be simply improved and then do as you're called, do as you're guided from within yourself. You can share an experience with someone to help them learn, to help them have a new perspective that helped you when you got that perspective, great. They may or may not register with them. Doesn't matter either way. It'll click with them eventually. They'll understand what the fuck you were saying eventually. They may come back for more understanding with more questions because they genuinely want to understand. You can give them examples. You can refer them to my channel. You know what I mean? You know, like, allowing yourself to just simply exist improved and observe everything else going on in the outer and choosing the inner alignment that you have with it. Choosing the inner alignment you have with it. Yeah. You still are connected to old energies, connected to old people, connected to old timelines, but you are improving, which is ultimately going to shift your timelines. And some people will move forward with you. Some people you'll grow more distant from naturally, right? Yeah, observe and not react. It's that Wayne W. Dyer quote that I fucking love. What other people do, and I'm paraphrasing because I do not exactly know the words off the top of my head right now. But it's like what other people do is a reflection of them, and what you do is a reflection of you. Like Feces Face, what they do is a reflection of them. How I handled it, that's a reflection of me. You're going to understand your own reflection. You're not going to take other people personal, and you're not going to let them disturb your peace. You're going to send them fucking love, support, prayers, and sage. You know? So to speak, you know what I mean? It's not going to bother you. So Spirit guided me to the Crystal Mandala Oracle. Did Samira ever show back up, by the way? Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. That's fucking crazy. I mean, I would have realized they weren't you as soon as everybody started getting hidden, like something was fucking up. That's fucking wild. That was fucking wild. All right, so Sacred Play. Sacred Play. Archangel Kaliel and Polychrome Jasper. If you have a Polychrome Jasper, I would keep it on you. If you can bring one into your reality, I would suggest it. Okay, this is about Sacred Play. Sacred Play. Look how pretty that is. What a pretty mandala. Okay. We bring you the gift of sacred play. We enter your heart bringing joy and an ability to have fun, to laugh, to see the silly and playful side of life, and to be entertained by the wonderful spectacle of life. When you know how to look, you will see the joyful hand of the Creator behind so many of the people, places, and things you see every day. You will begin to feel the Creator's delight in creation, and you will feel laughter deep in your soul, a joyful connection with the universe as you realize that even in its strange and sometimes dark mystery, life has a brightness and delight to it, a sense of humor, and a quirky, amusing, enjoyable beauty. We know there is a great joy inside you, and we will help you reconnect with that joy now, so even your most arduous challenges will not diminish your capacity to feel the light of your spirit and take delight in your life. It takes courage to connect with your inner world, to go deep into the truth of your pain and bring love to those wounds. To allow a healing current to transform and free you from the past. It takes maturity to live with depth, to look beyond the surface, and to refuse to give up on your journey when something difficult is asked of you in order to grow, to succeed on the spiritual path. You need this willingness to enter the darkness and liberate the love from within, opening the darkness up to receive divine light. Although there can be great joy in the resolution of such suffering, during the process itself, there may not seem to be much joy at all. So there is the discipline required to keep your spiritual light shining. The discipline of inner work, dealing with your quote-unquote stuff, meditating, grounding, showing up for the conscious dance. Study your spiritual books. The Akashic Record, right? Study your spiritual books. Doing whatever is required to keep you conscious, growing, and awakening when it is admittedly so much easier to slip backwards into sleepiness, judgment, and even procrastination and doubt. It takes much strength to keep moving towards the light. The divine is extending a hand of friendship. They know you've been working hard. So if you feel a knock at your door, be open to it. Yeah, like every day, when you understand the mirror, and the conversations that people have, right? Kind of like I was talking about, like if I were to call somebody fucking arrogant, like I know I'm arrogant in some which way, shape, or form that I am not seeing or wouldn't be in my mirror. If you have someone in your reality who's complaining about someone else being fucking lazy, or someone else being arrogant, or someone else being a piece of shit, you can see their mirror really well. On some level, they're arrogant, they're a lazy piece of shit. You know what I mean? They're arrogant in their own spirituality and their own perspective. They're lazy in their spiritual healing. Like, they're an energetic piece of shit. They're low vibe. You know what I mean? Like, and you start to kind of giggle to yourself, like, wow. That's telling. That's fucking telling. Shit. You know? You start to have fun seeing things. And truly, once you understand it, there's certain things that you just already know. You already know it's your mirror before you say it, and so you say it because it's funny, not because it's true. You know what I mean? Like when I was saying, God bless you, you asshole. To Feces' face, and him fucking changing his name to get your soulmate and dump the rest. Like, God bless you, you asshole. God bless you. Like, I already know the mirror. I know I'm not an asshole. They were definitely being an asshole. But you can laugh at it, you know what I mean? Like, you can laugh at it. You're not having your sovereignty or your peace taken away. You know, they're not actually interfering with your vibration. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, how could I fix this? Got them off. Couldn't click it in the chat. Fine. Got my laptop. Calm, cool, collected. All right, you're back. All right, you're back. All right, you're back. It's done. It's done. You know, like, problem solved. You don't let it bother you. You know what I mean? Other people's energy is their own. Your energy is your own. How you act is a reflection of you. How you speak about others is a reflection of you. Learn to laugh with spirit, you know, learn to laugh with spirit. So I do hope that message has served you well. Did Samira ever come back? I don't know if I actually want to answer her question without her coming back. I'll say this, Samira, if you do come back at some point in divine time. Good. I'm glad, Rita. Good. One, no matter how much you may assume the status was about you, always be humble enough to accept that maybe it's not. Maybe it's not about them. Or maybe it's not about you, maybe it's more about them and their mirror, right? There's a reason why we ended up having Rita's reading before yours. Look into their mirror and then look into your own. How is no contact affecting him? Right? That was your second question. What's up with the status and how is no contact affecting him? If you saw his status, then either you're looking at his account on a fake account and blocking him from your main, or you do not have him blocked on your main and you're simply ghosting him. Either you want them in your energy or you don't. Either you want them in your energy or you don't. Because if you don't like their energy and they're your ex or whatever, and you don't want them in your life, let them go from your energy. Let them go. Because anything other than that is either manipulation or self-inflicted punishment. Think about that. You think a status is about you. Maybe it is. You're no contact. How is it affecting them? If that status was about you, they're obviously hoping that you're seeing it, or they know damn right well you're seeing it. Because they know you haven't let it go, and that you're just being petty, or you're being manipulative and ghosting them for power struggle, control, dominance in the dynamic. They're calling your bluff. I know you're fucking watching me. They're calling your bluff. Or you're fucking spying. You're playing games. Either you want them in your energy or you don't. My quote-unquote counterpart, I do have him blocked on my YouTube. I do have his number blocked in my phone. I even put a note to myself not to fucking unblock it. And I do have him blocked on my Facebook, along with any other account he may create in the future. And God help him, if he pops up on Twitter, I will block him on there too. I don't want his energy in my space. I don't care what he's doing. When I left him on January 28th, I haven't looked since. I sent him the one message to try and offer closure. It wasn't for him to have. The closure was for me. I did it anyway. Put it on YouTube anyway for me, between me and me. For everybody else to see and learn from. Who was willing to learn. Who was willing to see. But when I let him go, I let him go. He was my ex officially. There was no looking back. There are no fucking games. I'm not no contact to see how he's feeling about it. I'm no contact because I don't want to be contacted. I don't want his energy in my space. So you got to ask yourself, why are you looking at their shit and ghosting? That's manipulative. And or self-punishing. And if you are in their energy enough to spy on them and check their statuses, then you boss up and message them. You want to know what's up with the status? Why don't you ask them? Why don't you stop no contact and be like, hey, what's up with that status? I know you know I was watching. What's up with that? Ask him yourself. Don't ask me. Ask him yourself. What I will do is pull you a remember card. My Power of Love deck is my remember deck. What do you need to remember? Detachment and kindness. Detachment. Remember, you are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. Remember, you are a humanitarian, made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. You are able to be kind. Detach from who you were. Who was either manipulative and involving themselves in power and control, ego, whatever's. Trying to exude power, control over somebody. Like, I'm ghosting you. I hope you feel some type of way about it. I mean, did you want me to tell you he was hurt by you ghosting him? Because that's fucked up if you wanted him to be hurt. Or did you want me to tell you that he was fine and didn't care? Because you would have been hurt. Release this old you. Serve a higher ideal of love. It's low energy, okay? Remember kindness. You're made of love. You're able to share that with others. You see a status like that, be like, listen, if that was about me, I'm not going to assume, but if that was about me, like, I know things ended between us, but I'm doing my best to move on, and I would hope you would do the same. Respectfully, I'm going to block you now so that I don't see any more of your statuses, so you can save yourself the time and the energy. I'm letting it go, okay? And then follow through on your word. Be kind. You don't want to see anybody hurting or be hurt by the fact that they're not. Real talk. I don't sugarcoat here. Yeah. You're getting hit with the light hammer because you're stuck somewhere. Spirit's like, come on, value your soul a little bit better. Put your energy on a pedestal. Why are you involving yourself with those energies? You can't claim to be a diamond if you don't act like one, right? We're all figuring it out. No judgment, no shade. We're all figuring it out. It's where you are. You found my channel for a reason. Your healing just kick-started. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're here. Much love and support to you always. So I'm going to wrap these up now, guys. I literally worked a 10-hour shift, 10:30 to 8:30 this morning because I work third shift. And then I came home and just straightened up and started reading. So it is now 4:30. Oh, yeah. I've been awake a while, so get your soulmate and dump the rest. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who participated in all these readings. And I hope they serve you whether they were yours or not in some which way, shape, or form. Everything has a message in the mirror. Until next time, guys. Bye.